Boom, there goes one right there. That's a big fish. Boom, there goes one right there. Taking line. See it? See it? Hey guys, I'm Melhorn. Today I'm going fishing looking for some post-spawn blue catfish. Well, we are out here bright and early. It's July 4th. Got out here and got set up before the sun came up. On our lake, it's going to be crowded today. It's going to be a mess. It's a clear day. Chance of some thunderstorms this afternoon, but during the day the weather's great, so it's going to be crazy. It'll probably be crazy by the time I get back to the boat ramp. But yeah, got out here before sunrise, got set up, got baits in the water. Gonna try to put a flathead in the boat. I'm trying to just see if they're biting yet. I'm starting to see a few of them show up. One of the cool things about Facebook and social media is that you can kind of tell when the bite's on, and starting to see a few show up, not like crazy, but it's going to get better and better. It's July 4th. It's officially summer flathead season. Well, I've been here about 25 minutes, and I think I may have a little one on this rod. He's there. Small fish. A lot of carp flipping out here. Some gar coming to the top. Arches on the sonar. A lot of life, a lot of action. Boom. Nice little eater blue cat. Easy sucker. There we go. Oh, if I was greasing some up, he'd get the grease. Pretty fish. A little mud on him. Back alive. There you go. I've got a little bit of current this morning. Just a little bit. A little slow rolling. What's water temperature up in here? It's about 82 up here. Main lake's around 88. It's just fishing my santee rigs. Got a little Catfish sumo rattle on this one. And putting these white perch up off the bottom a little bit, seeing what swims through. Alright folks, been parked here about 40 minutes. Had that one fish in the boat, small blue. Just had a good bite, a good fold over, but it didn't stay buttoned. So I'm going to give it about another 15 minutes. I'm going to make a move. The bite is not exactly on fire. I kind of figured there'd be maybe even some small fish feeding in here, but I've got bigger baits out. I'm fishing on a ledge, and give it a few more minutes and see if we can get one to hit. Oh man, it's the dreaded reeling in the baits bite. Just reeling in everything to make a move. Been here for an hour. One fish, two that pulled off, 4 of the 6 rods reeled in. This one starts bopping. Luckily it's not a big fish. Feels like a channel cat. Making a move at a good time. There he is, little channel. There you go, little fella too. Not what we're looking for on this trip. Now when it's warm like this, summertime, especially when you're out here at an optimal time. I mean, I'm out here first thing in the morning. It's the best time to be out here. There's no boat traffic. It's quiet. Fish are moving. When I don't get bit or I'm not catching what I'm after in these conditions fairly quickly, and I'm talking 45 minutes, I'm picking up and moving. You can wait it out because you never know when a big fish is going to come along. It could happen at any time. But I'm obviously not hitting anything in the head here. So if I want to catch fish, fishing for trophy fish, I approach it a little bit different. Especially if you're fishing big baits, because you're eliminating a lot of bites by doing that. But if you're just trying to catch fish, you park in an area, you're not catching fish within 30-35 minutes. You probably don't have feeding fish where you're set up at, and it's probably a good idea to move. Alright guys, so I'm set up here trying to catch a big fish. Got some big baits out. Working a deep hole with some ledges. Right next to this deep hole, I've got me some shallow water. I think there may be some channel cats up in here feeding. They're pretty much done with their spawn. So I brought out the cheap bait, chicken gizzards. I'm just going to see if they'll hit some of these baits. I'm fishing these things on these striper stealth rods, 12-pound line. Some Abu Garcia 5,000 reels. Little lighter tackle. That's a medium light rod, so it'll be fun. If I happen to catch a hog, it's really going to be interesting. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Just turned the camera off, turned around, and heard the line going. That's a good fish. That is not the small one. Not sure how big he is. He pulled line, I do know that. That's a good thing. Hadn't been set up here long, probably 5 minutes. Just got out my small rods. And this one sucked some line off. I marked fish on this spot that looked active. We're not suspended. It's in that bottom part of the water column. Let's see what this is. Nice blue. Good blue. Easy. Easy. Nice blue. How much is that one going away? About almost 13. Not quite. Good fish. Good start to the day. That one came on perch. Came on one of the bigger baits. Boom, there goes one right there. Taking line. See it? See it? We're gonna get you back. Got another one to get. Get you back alive. That rod going right there. Boom. Like I said, I marked some fish in there. That's why I stopped here. Hitting good here, so that shows you. We sat in that last place for an hour. Caught, what, 2 fish, a couple small ones, a couple bites, and then boom here. Picked up on 2 good fish within minutes of being here. Oh, get off of there, here we go. Get over here. Got a little more stuff tied up here this time because of all the rods I got out. It's a better one, it's a big male. Good fish. Oh yeah, he's got some battle scars. Come here, guy. Come here, guy. Oh yeah. That's a good one there. Big male. Get him untangled here. AC. See, a lot of people look at this fish instinctively go channel cat because of its dark colors. But that is a big spawning male. Nice fish. What does he weigh? About 18 pounds. He'd be a little bit bigger
if the spawn was not coming to an end. Good fish. Good fish. Now that is thrashing like a channel cat. He got the thrasherama going on. Nothing on my chicken hearts and gizzards I put out yet. Give it time, give it time. A lot of bigger fish feeding. There may not be any little ones dumb enough to come in here. Nice pulling. Boom, flathead, flathead money. Flathead money. We have a slam. We have a Lake Wiley slam, baby. A Lake Wiley slam. If you're wondering what a Lake Wiley slam is, it's when we catch a flathead, a blue, and a channel cat all on the same trip. There's a flathead, albeit a small one. It is a flathead. Nice little sucker. We love flatheads. It's coming out here to get a flathead this morning. Wanting something a little bit bigger than that though. We'll take it. Pretty fish. Future right there. Well folks, I tell you, catching these beat up males that I've been catching today, it's a good sign. Gives me some optimism going into July here, that the spawn is coming to an end. I was a little bit concerned this year just because we've had so much flooding and weird weather, and you always think it's going to play some kind of part in it. Maybe sometimes it does, but honestly for the most part it's pretty predictable. Between Memorial Day and July 4th, fishing goes downhill for big fish. Like I always say, you can always catch one. You can always find a big one, but as far as going out with any confidence of catching a trophy fish, that period, that 4 to 6 weeks is just not good. But we're into July, getting some beat up ones, and I'm looking forward to getting more and more time out here on the water this summer. Try to get that monster. Catching fish. It's July 4th. God bless America. Independence Day. Nothing better than catching a catfish on Independence Day. Channel catfish this time. We kind of knew that when it was coming here though. There he is. It's alright. Oh, good. In the neighborhood. Fish, hello world. How are you? Catfish. Nice. Got that one on a piece of perch fillet. Just dangled off that hook. Just regular old court, no rattles. Santee rig. 1.5 ounces of weight holding it on the bottom. Sun's up over the trees. We're catching fish, man. It's a good thing. Well, the second hole put some fish in the boat in a hurry. I put 4 in the boat pretty quickly. It's starting to die down a little bit now. We've been sitting here for about 45 minutes. But hey, you know, you get one in the upper teens, got a flathead, so we got our slam. I was thinking there'd be more channel cats in here, but there's really not. We're going to give it a few more minutes here, probably about 15 more minutes, and we'll do a little hole hopping, try another spot. See if we can pluck off a couple more. It's really cool to get that big male. He's definitely one that's been on the nest, and it's good to see that those mature males are starting to bite, and that's a good sign that the hen and shen is coming to an end. All right, finally got one going on my striper stealth rods. These things are designed for stripers, live baiting. You know, a flexible tip on them, just so you don't get a lot of resistance. I really, sadly, have not had a chance to put them to the test striper fishing this year, but I just wanted to see how they play out with some smaller fish, channel catfish. This is about my 3rd trip. That's actually a blue, actually a good blue, and they have made these smaller fish a lot of fun. That's about a 7-pound fish, 6 pounds. That's about what we'd be catching striper wise around here. A good little feel for them, just on how they play the fish. But this ain't a striper, this is a blue, good eater blue. If I was keeping them, we're gonna get it back alive. All right guys, I'm putting the 10-minute rule in effect. Got 7 fish, got that blue. Couple blues, got my flathead here. I'm giving it 10 minutes, and if we don't catch fish, we're gonna pick up, make a move, do a little hole hopping. Oh, got one swimming off with one. Let's see if it stayed buttoned. Yep, there he is. I was hoping he was bigger than that. The fish hit it up shallow. Went back deep with it. Decent fish. Ooh, big old, lot of carp jumping out here. Stay out of that line. There we go. Say decent. I don't think he's that big now. He's losing some size as he gets closer to the boat. Big channel. Big male channel too. He's barely hooked. Don't know if he's gonna make it in the boat without a boga boom released. Save me the trouble of doing it myself. Big male hitting that Catfish sumo rattle. I like it. There goes one right there. That's got a fish. I ain't waiting on it this time. I ain't waiting. Ain't waiting on this one to load up. Smacking his jaws right away. Little fish, getting hit by the little fish. I wish these fish would come on the lighter tackle rods. They'd be a lot more fun. Another channel, dadgum. I'm wondering how many of them big arches that I seen in there were carp. I just wonder, they're thick enough. They sure as heck wasn't these fish. That's okay, we're bending some rods. Well guys, today I'm using white perch. It's what I had in the tank. I caught some the other day when I was out here. I've also got some of these chicken gizzards and chicken hearts. Just messing around with those, trying them. They ain't doing much good today. Everything that I've caught has been on the white perch. So really any bait's gonna work this time of the year. I love bluegill. I love using bluegill this time of the year. They're usually readily available. We have white perch where I fish. They're similar to white bass that some of you guys have in other parts of the country. Obviously your skipjack's gonna work, and your gizzard shad. Everything, there's no real preference this time of the year. Whatever you can get your hands on, whatever you can get. Even if you have to go with store-bought bait, this is a great time of the year for store-bought stuff. You know, chicken breast, that kind of stuff. Or if you have to go with commercial, you know, produced baits like the pack baits, all that stuff works. Once the water temperature up like this and these fish start getting active again and start feeding, you can pretty much catch them on just about anything, as long as you're in the right place. And you know, depending on what they're feeding on that particular day, some baits are going to work better than others. Finally, a rod folded. I stayed hooked up. Didn't get me getting that one up. As soon as it went over, I went ahead and grabbed it. Just started to reel lines in. And was making my move. Gonna go down and try that mussel shoal. Boom. That rod go. This one ain't no gar. This is some type of catfish. Feels like a blue. Pulls like a blue. Makes me wonder if I need to put my other baits back in the water now. Slowly bring him up to this side. Go under this rod here. Do a little hand on here and get some rods out of the way. Good fish. Better fish. The bad part, I got all my rod holders tied up. Another beat up male. Good fish. Good fish, good fish. Per thunk. Nice male. Easy. There he is. Good looking male. Look at that. You can tell he's been nesting. Look at that. He's beat, battered, torn up. Look at those bite marks. Dude, that's a bite mark. It looks like he was bit from the bottom. A massive fish bit him. Tails all tore up. Wow. Fish has been through a lot. Great fish. A lot of people think these are channels because of the dark color, but they're not. Tell by that anal fin, it's the way you tell. Alright, got one that took a bait on old Pinky and is swimming off to parts unknown. Why would the fish do that? Let me get this rod out of the way. Doing a little rod dance. Parts unknown. Up on this shoal, they'll try to make their way back to some deeper water. Especially if they got picked off on top of it. Hey, he's wrapped in another line, imagine that. Pretty blue. We can boga that one okay. Let me get this rod around it. Boom. Good fish. Simmer, 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 simmer. Unwrap. Unwrap. There you go. Unwrap. Oh yeah, good one. Telling you guys, I'm really thinking that it's a better early bite than it is later. Bites seem to be really good right at sunrise. Easy. Nice good size eater blue. Female, she got some bite marks on her. But she's already done her loving, done her duty to the future of our fishery. Catching fish, guys, that's number 12. It's not crazy for big fish, but if you want to catch fish, it's a good bite. We got a dark night, there's no moon, so it's just good fishing outside of the boat traffic that's on its way any minute now. It's almost 10, so once that gets here, it'll go downhill quickly. But is what it is. That's summertime. Good time to do night fishing. Good time to get here early in the morning. That's what I try to do. You can catch some fish. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and here are a couple of more videos that I think you're going to like.